Hello everybody, the Destroyer here, and welcome back to the Northern Dunedain campaign for 3rd Age Total War, the Divide and Conquer submod version 0.51. This is part 28. When we left off, what happened? God, I don't even know. Did we defeat the Angmar army, or did we have we not fought that yet? I honestly don't remember. But, we are moving some guys towards Athlin.
Yes, my lord.
This guy seems to be moving that way.
Taking camp here.
Your orders, my
Gandalf
lord.
is moving north. I think we actually might have... I don't know. I don't know what happened to the Doom stack. I can't remember. If it already died, then that's great. I am moving in debt here. I'm only going a bit like 20 more in debt. That's fine.
Yes, my lord.
Hervigil, I'm going to safeguard Hervigil, who has the ring, of course, in Almansul. Looks like I'm sending some Arthurian swordmasters to meet up with Aragorn's army, who is there. We still have our heir. But yeah, we need to take some places if we're going to keep our money. I think the Doomstack took that city, if I'm not mistaken.
Your orders, my lord.
We are on turn 100 already. Jeez. Alright, well,
Strength and honor.
someone suggested Heirloom might be at peace with Angmar because they lost their faction leader. That is a possibility. I might not have noticed. I don't think so, though. No, they're at war. They haven't declared peace yet.
Please send
Alright,
an emissary to
let's
order.
end our turn. So yeah, we did the White Council thing. We delivered the ring. We decided to keep it and deliver it ourselves. Which, of course, gave me 10,000 resources. And then I blew it all on fancy guys and some buildings. Well, it looks like the dwarves are still aggressively pushing towards Carn Dum, so that's good. But once Angmar is actually finished off, I can actually move out and start doing other things elsewhere. But the eternal struggle versus Angmar continues. They're proving to be quite a challenging foe to defeat. Uh-oh. Well, we definitely don't want to fight that. Can we withdraw?
We are disgraced. Fall back and retreat.
Nice.
We shall continue
You didn't
tomorrow.
have to lose any guys, which is good. So yeah, I'm gonna have to push back up north, take those two cities, Shadoon and I don't remember what the other one was called, but I need that income pretty badly. Losing those two cities pretty much takes 2,000 per turn off my economy, which is not ideal, as you might imagine. Gandalf is pushing towards Carn Dum, though. So potentially, we might be able to take that. And if we take Carn Dum, remember siege, that thing is always in siege. I'd imagine it's very hard to take. Vildorwinian. Okay. Where's our diplomat? He's over here,
Yes,
actually.
my lord.
Looks like he was already on his way.
Yes. Tomorrow's journey
Make sure I
planned
click
out.
on the right spot there. There we
Stopping
go.
here.
Great. There's some Mordor army there. Let's go back to our lands here. Oh, my game does not like that.
Yes, my lord.
So yeah, the army Gandalf is pretty strong. We got a lot of generals. No, it's like an older version of the other guy. That's the same exact portrait, but there's
Your
gray hair.
orders, my lord.
That's funny. I don't know why they find that amusing, but
Yes, my lord.
I do. But yeah, we have a lot of generals. We got some Arthurian swordmasters in this beast. Some Dunedain cavalry. I think this might be the time to take Carn Dum. Ooh. Okay, well.
Have a taste of
And
my
there's a
blade.
nasty stack there. Unfortunately, I'll probably get attacked. I could attack and then the dwarves would help us. Should I attack these guys first?
I'm gonna stick you.
Probably.
Have a taste of my blade.
Although this army, that might be the Doom stack. So,
I'm gonna stick you.
but I think with the dwarves' help, we might be able to take it down. Osgiliath's under attack. Okay. Carn just has fallen. Oh god, no. That's bad. Alright, Northern Dunedain. We got a new family member. We have a new mission, of course. Our queues have stalled. Oops, I almost didn't turn. That would have been not ideal. I think we'll just go straight for Carn Dum. If he decides to push us away, fine. I'll attack this guy
We
first, though.
shall engage.
Push him back in there.
Glory, honor, victory.
Alright, so what do I need for the siege of Carn Dum? I'll get one of everything, I guess.
We shall prevail.
Hopefully the dwarves keep them occupied.
Yes.
If not, well, that sucks.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, good.
Yes.
Let's run away.
Making camp here.
The army here should be able to
Have a taste of my
help
blade.
out. Actually, let's move them out.
My lord.
We don't really need to leave
Will, my lord.
too much here.
By your command.
They don't get free upkeep.
Orders.
That's annoying.
Your will, my lord.
Oh well. It's gonna have to do.
Yes.
I need the army out and about.
Forces, my lord.
But if I can take Carn Dum and I sack that place, that'll be all our money woes solved in one go.
As you wish.
The army of Aragorn is looking quite strong with their Arthedain men-at-arms. Very cool. And our Dunedain blade masters as well. And we do have the Eldar volunteers, which are pretty tanky as well. Really nice pikemen. He doesn't have any nice archers. He has some Dunedain rangers, which are nice. Of course, it's 6 attack, but lots of woodland hunters. 5, but their range. The range of the woodland hunters really makes them not as good as everything
Your
else.
orders, my lord.
Alright, Hervigil,
With honor.
you stand watch in Almansul. These guys will head to Cameth Bryn.
We can go no
And then I'll take Aragorn's army and take out some other Orcs and Misty Mountains cities. There's one over there. If we could push the Orcs and Misty Mountains out of our region here, that would be great. I also forgot to write down when I started recording. So, we'll say... Shit. 40... 5, 10. Alright. That'll do. Alright, so I think we're about ready to end turn, right? Maybe?
Yes, my lord.
I mean, I can't spend any money, obviously. We still have all those things in the west. I think we send turn and hope for the best. But it looks like we will get to siege Carn Dum, I think. We'll see what Angmar does. Obviously. Oh god, if the dwarves negotiate a ceasefire, that'd be kind of crappy. Big army of dwarves pushing in. Semi-big, not huge. Big enough, though. If they want to take Shadun and that other crap, by all means. As long as I get Carn Dum, I think we'll be just fine. Not only will I get the money per turn, but I will get the destruction money as well. Ah, that's what I was afraid of. Oh dear. That is not pretty. So we'll have to fight a nasty battle outside of the town. There's the factionaire. This isn't too bad. I mean, there's a couple Warg Riders, which we could probably deal with some stakes. And then this. This is a little bit more worrisome. This is definitely the Doomstack. The Witch Realm stuff are very, very strong. And of course we have some Snow Trolls still alive. Do we retreat or do we fight? That is the question. The balance of power is definitely not in my favor. That is for certain. And most of my archers are crappy woodland hunters. Which also is not ideal. But, actually no, I'm lying. I have a shit ton of generals. You know what? We're gonna try it. Let's save our game. Battle. Alright. Let's proceed. Fight to battle on the map.
Muster your courage, men. We march into
I'm a bit
battle.
worried, but hey. We won't have to fight both at once, though. One will probably start in the city, and the other one will be outside, so obviously we'll want to engage the one outside. Unless there's somehow we can push in before the other army gets there, and then kind of play a pseudo-defense of the city after taking the city. But I don't think that's really an option. Oh, it's snowing. Cool.
Units,
Snowing, but it's not snowy. Very neat. Alright, so the battle is actually on the field, so not actually in the town. Fair enough. Alright, so woodland hunters need to be, well, oh god. Alright, we'll go like this. Let's turn them off. Skirmish mode. I hate that thing. I always forget. Okay, so there's that. We have some guys here. We'll stretch them out as well. Right there. Probably should have cute or made all these guys group 1, I guess. All the generals will be group 2. Gandalf is here as well. I'm going to have to be careful with Gandalf. That's for sure. Yeah, these guys got stakes, so actually I'm actually have to put them in front. Oh, a lot of the guys have stakes. We can set up a lot of stakes, but we need to be careful, because Gandalf can die on the stakes just like they can. So I do need to be very, very careful not to run him into my own stakes. Or that would be a disaster. Of course, he will come back, but I need him in this battle. And I prefer not to lose Gandalf if I don't have to. Just things will work better that way for me, I think. Alright, Dunedain. Stretch you out like that. Deploy some stakes. There we go. So I'm going to do that all across here. Let's try and get them a little better, though. I'll have good Warg Rider protection. So it's going to do a bit of damage to my archer line, if not. I don't think I have enough generals to actually put stakes all across. Maybe. That's a tiny one. Okay. Is this the last one? Those are cavalry. Oh, I got 4. Nice. I'll, of course, pull these guys back. Maybe I should leave them in front. They're probably going to need to burst down the trolls. Of course, trolls don't count as cavalry in this game. These guys, that guy doesn't actually have it. Neither does he. Okay, well, that'll have to do. So let's group all our generals as group 2. The melee line will be group 3. Definitely want to make sure I'm prepared for this battle. Last thing I want to do is fail. And the cavalry will go around with Gandalf and do some damage there. I guess we can group them up as group 4. They'll run around together, I suppose. Alright, here goes.
The enemy have brought up more men.
So do I leave my guys here? Probably, until they're done. So let's burst down these trolls. I think it's pretty important. We'll let the woodland hunters shoot whatever they want. Of course, they won't be able to shoot for a bit. Our melee line must hold, though. And I think once the trolls are dead and the Warg Riders, we should be alright. The trolls really, really need to die. They will absolutely destroy my archer line. Come on, shoot. Bring them down. Actually, we could send out Gandalf here. Oh, they're getting close, aren't they? Oh, dear. Okay, Gandalf has a new job. Let's actually get the attention of the trolls. Run by them. That'll make them charge us. Oh shit, they actually hit us. Hopefully it's not Gandalf who's got engaged there. But it did stop them from targeting me. Alright. So far so good. Sort of. Those trolls are quite alive though. For God's sakes, bring them down! Why are they still standing? Ooh, we did it. Alright, now we pull back. Run. And apparently these guys are not grouped, so let's pull them back as well. Gandalf, where are you? And how are you doing? There he is. Let's put a stop to this ballista fire. What is this? Are these pikes? They are pikes, okay. Of course that's not ideal for our Dunedain cavalry. So we'll march these away. Back to the line of battle. Alright, we seem to be holding a bit better than I was thinking things might go. Our wardens and everything are holding. Could go shield wall, but that will actually thin the amount of space in which they will be used. Just let all the archers do their thing. They seem to be shooting forward, except for the woodland hunters, which is not ideal. Let's reposition these guys. If I reposition them on the side, they should all get straight shots without me having to worry too much. Alright, nice job, Gandalf. Let's put a stop to that crap. Let's march these guys over here. And then we'll charge off on these goblin trackers. I hope the line is holding. Oh god, some Orcs Marauders have broken through the line. Alright, put them down. Need all my woodland hunters to continue this way. They managed to do so. Come on! Alright, hopefully that works. Number one, run. Okay, there we go. Let's charge off on these guys here. Oh no, let's not. Shit, there's pikes there. Ooh, that could have been bad. Which run pikemen? Don't want to charge those for sure. Gandalf is engaged here. Back him up. Infighting? What does that mean? They're fighting amongst themselves? Maybe. Are these routing? Nope. Not so much. Alright, charge the goblin trackers with Gandalf there. How we doing here? Nice. Okay, we're engaged in with some Guardians of Carn Dum, which are pretty strong. Oh shit, there's a second army! I forgot entirely about the second army.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost.
We're probably gonna lose a lot of generals in this one. I suppose that's alright. Oh, we got the enemy general. Great. Alright. Captain Ragbuzz is dead. Witch Realm Marauders are absolutely wrecking my guys here. Let's reposition them. This guy's getting low on troops here. Let's pull him back. Scourge Raiders, we'll try and bring them down with these guys. Arthedain Swordmasters are doing alright. Where's these ones? Sharpen the swords. What in the hell are these woodland hunters doing?
The feat seems almost certain.
That's not a deal. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing, if I'm honest. And these guys are all clumped up like they don't want them to be. So that's good. By good, I mean not great. Alright, Gandalf, there's a lot going on right now. For me to focus. Gandalf should probably not fight the Witcher on pikemen. My other cavalry still trying to kill the goblin trackers. Probably best if I just back these up. Oh boy. I'm a bit worried now. The warg also. Turned out coming from that side. That's not a deal at all. There's so many orcs. And none of our men are really great. Except for these guys are pretty alright, but... Alright. There's a lot of spikes here. Let's not charge those. Gandalf, you're gonna have to run.
We've lost half of our men.
I guess we can go for the Witch Realm Marauders over here. They're just butchering my guys. Giving them a nice charge. Gandalf. Charge the Goblin. Oh, not Gandalf, those guys. Charge Goblin Band. Bring these down. These hunters need to run. Give them a chance against the Angmar bodyguards, of course. We haven't lost any generals yet, so that's good. None of them have abilities to use. Oh my god, look at all these Snaga. Not too worried about the Snaga Stalkers, though. Honestly. At least the Dunedain can hold their own in a fight, but obviously they're better used elsewhere. Noble Death, who? Or Finthor, I don't know who that is, but it's too bad. Scourge Raiders are broken, great. Looks like we're rounding up them. Let's charge the bodyguards. Oh god, another death. Baratar, no! R.I.P. Baratar. Yeah, looks like we killed the Scourge Raiders. That's good. Gandalf's doing some work. Alright, we're gonna need some good charges if we're gonna save our men here. What are these? Goblin trackers, Snaga archers. Nothing too serious here. We do still have a lot of guys over here. So I'm alright with that. Let's reposition them if I can. Continue to fire on them. Reposition them here. Oh dear. Look how little our generals we have left. Let's reposition everybody. Gandalf is going to be engaged here shortly. Charge the Goblin Band. Perhaps we can kill a few of these. Oh, we're actually being engaged by Ward Riders. Didn't see that. Let's kill these off first. Out of the way. I really hope I manage to pull out a lot of these guys here. If I can regroup, maybe I will have the strength to fight back. I certainly hope so. Alright, everybody, just target these guys. Don't fight in melee if you can help it. These guys aren't going to do much. Let's get them out of there. Alright, the Witch Realm pikemen have arrived at Gandalf. I should probably run. These guys really need to die. They're very tough. Alright, I guess we'll charge something here. Goblin Band, Goblin Trackers. Let's charge the Snog Archers. Try and bring them down. Two. Everybody fall back, please. Our Swordmasters are running here. For whatever reason. Alright, group 3. We'll go engage Witch Marauders, I suppose. These guys can keep attacking them though. Alright with that.
The feat seems almost certain.
Oof. Yeah. I'm not sure we're gonna win, guys. But if we do, I guess Carn Dum will be undefended, which would be great. Ah, I hate when he wasn't... I double click and it just won't run for the life of him. There's a lot of orcs here, but at the same time, it's not a lot of strong troops. Already lost the kind. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. We're gonna need to really reposition here. Everybody's down to a very few amount of men here. Perhaps I will march them this way. Instead, trying to group up with these guys a bit. Gandalf is down to 9 guys. Where is he? Ah, shit, we lost another one. Himvin. I'm losing so many generals.
Pray
Sucks.
something changes in the course of battle, for the feat seems
And the
almost
archers are
certain.
kind of raining hell upon me. Which is not ideal as well. Charge the Goblin Trackers. These guys, where are they at? Alright, they can charge some archers as well. They can help Gandalf out here. If it's just Snaga, I think we can win, but we're not. We're kind of a bit touch and go here. These guys are broken. Stop chasing broken units. They're not coming back. Oh dear. This is going terrible. I'll shoot a wall with them, I guess. Maybe not. Alright. Group 4 is doing alright. Pull them out again and do another charge. This guy still has 15 guys. So he's doing alright. Bring down some of these Goblin Band if you would, sir. Where's Group 1? Okay. Let's have Group 1 bring down these. Still Guardians of Carn Dum here. Angmar bodyguards as well. Pull back. That's not good. That's not good at all. They have like a battalion for each archer line. There's even a Warg Rider. Shit.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
Oh, there's
They have
Gandalf.
lost half their men.
Well, that's great. That's just peachy. Alright, you guys help them. Gandalf and his cavalry. Ah, I don't know how I could fight this battle any better, if I'm honest. I could retreat. Should I retreat? No. Where are you going? I mean, I guess that's not a bad idea. Charge them. As long as you don't run through the pikes. Ah, the hunters is just so bad in melee combat. The Dunedain archer is not too much better. Noble death. Hereford, no! All my good generals are dying. And these guys are being converged upon. Alright, I think everybody needs to regroup if we can over here. Our army is dwindled to almost nothing though. This might be the end for the Northern Dunedain. I don't know how I can come back from this, if I'm honest. Well, charge the Guardians of Carn Dum. Definitely not a unit we want to sit in melee combat with. I think this is going to end up where we end up with Gandalf the White. Not too much chance of that not happening. Well, I could reload and try the battle again. I don't like to do that. I don't think I could have changed anything. I could have pulled back, I suppose. But hey, can't win them all, right? God, all my guys. Nobody seems to be able to run because everyone's engaged. Alright. We flee the field. Everybody withdraw. We'll go times 6, see what we can manage to save. I don't think much though.
Almost certain.
We killed so many, but we're just overwhelmed. Completely overwhelmed. Lost another guy. Pellendur. It's too bad. Alright, Gandalf's made it off the field.
And are becoming tired.
Some of my men are having issue getting out. Ooh. They fire out some of their own guys. Oh, that guy's dead. Where's this guy at? Is this general still alive? Probably not. Maybe. Oh dear.
Though defeat is ours on this day,
That sucks.
but a cruel twist.
No. Oh man. No chance of taking Carn Dum. I'm not to send Aragorn north now. He's our only hope. Well, we did take out Angmar's strong force. A lot of it, at least.
Pulling back from the walls.
You're left with remnants of the Dunedain. Oh god, we got forced into there. If he sieges that, I will die. Guaranteed. Maybe he won't be able to move. Get Gandalf out of there. I don't want Gandalf the White yet. Not if I don't have to. Hey, look at my economy though. Back up. Breland blossoms. Men are breeding, the hobbits are pulling. Breland was under threat, but responded well with the speed of events that followed, remembering the tales of Bullroar Took. Somehow the Shire has found the courage to look out of their world and realize the danger they were in. Hobbits have aided Bree in their struggle to defend their lands, and thus have been far more than successful, expanding theirs and improving them as they've been forced to war. So the hobbits have joined the war. It's a Fanghorn good, okay. Let's not look at that screen. Let's look at this screen instead and relish in the money we're making per turn now. But I think we do need to flee here. The north has been lost. For now. This army's still here. We can engage there. Looks like we're a bit out of time here. So I will get Aragorn's army and Camith Bryn ready to push out. We'll leave the Cardinal and Sentinel. Well, what's better? Cardinal and Sentinel. 8 attack, 13 defense. 6 attack, 4 defense. We'll leave the Woodland Hunters. And we'll push. I could take that. Maybe I should take that. And then move north. Yeah, I'll do that first.
We can go no further, my lord.
That is the idea. Alright, so now that I'm making some money, see if there's any buildings I can queue up here. That would be helpful. Cameth Bryn can get our Dune encampment. Not too helpful though. Hunting camp, building. It will give me free upkeep though. Might as well. It's pretty cheap. And Barquetta can get land clearance. Rangers Council ground, of course. More free upkeep. There is none here. Guess we'll queue that up. Numinous. What about Numinous? Has 3 upkeep. A blacksmith, that'd be nice. Great market, crop rotation, mines, school. Suppose we can go for a Ranger Council hall here as well. And that'll build itself when it can. So yeah, we still have to stem the tide of Angmar. We've lost so many good men in that last battle. But we took down a lot of strong Angmar troops. And I think once we regroup with our next army, we should be just fine. I hope. That's my hope. So yeah, that's been part 28 of the Northern Dunedain campaign. Join me again next time, and we will carry on fighting the freaking war against Angmar that never seems to end. See you next time.